Hey guys, so today's video is gonna be a little bit different. I'm actually gonna be filming the pet tag. I didn't think I would ever film this video, but I'm actually surprised at how many people have been requesting it for months now. I mean, for a long time now. And I was Googling like the questions on the pet tag, and they're kind of just like silly questions like what's your pet's name, what breed, where did you get your pet, all this stuff. And I guess I'll just go into that myself. I will be personalizing my own pet tag. But this is the Meet My Pets tag. I was actually gonna film something completely different today. I was ready to film a makeup tutorial, but that didn't end up happening. It's actually a pretty sad day today. I know a lot of people don't know, but the picture, like the best picture for the Marlins and one of the best pitchers like ever right now, passed away last night, Jose Fernandez. He was my age, he was only 24, and he died in a boat crash in Miami last night. Him and 2 other people. My thoughts and my prayers are to their families. It must be so hard. I know Jose Fernandez actually was about to have a child, like his girlfriend was pregnant. He was so good. I actually was at the Marlins park the very last day he pitched, not knowing it was gonna be the last day he pitched. But since I was like such a fan of him, and so was Danny, it was like a little bit shocking. So we're a little bit down in the dumps today, and I thought that maybe filming the pet tag would kind of get my mind off things. And I don't know, I just didn't want to do a makeup video today. I didn't want to sit down and put on makeup. I just didn't. So please excuse the target in between my eyebrows. I know you guys have been staring at that since the beginning of this video. You guys know I've been having some skin issues lately, and this is just really irritated and red, but I didn't want to put foundation or concealer over it because I didn't want to aggravate it even more. So all I did, honestly, I just have a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes, filled in my eyebrows, and put on lipstick and put on mascara. I really don't have any face makeup except the concealer on my eyes because my bags, my circles, they were intense. I just want Tabitha here to breathe a little bit. I don't want her to be suffocated with makeup, so I hope you guys don't mind. Tabitha is gonna hang out with us in this video. Okay, so let's just get started. This video is gonna be so dumb and pointless. Like, who wants to stare at my dogs? So I'm gonna go in order of oldest to youngest. I have 3 dogs, by the way. That is what this video is gonna be about, my 3 dogs. First up here is Cornelius. First of all, actually, I wanna say I haven't bathed my dogs in a hot minute. They look a little greasy. Like, look at this. Porter and Cornelius look a little greasy. If I had dog dry shampoo, Cornelius would be bathing in it right now. But I don't have dog dry shampoo. I don't even know if they make dog dry shampoo. So this is Cornelius. He's my oldest dog. He is 8 years old. His birthday is June 18th. Shout out to any of you guys who share Cornelius's birthday. And I can't believe he's 8. How I got Cornelius was actually not the best. After being an adult, I mean, I purchased Cornelius when I was 16, so I didn't really know anything about the Humane Society. Nobody taught me any of that. So I had begged my parents. His breath is not the best. I don't know what it is about old Yorkies, but their breath is just like, Everyone says he's a Yorkie, and I just call him a Yorkie, but he's so big. He's like a lot bigger than a lot of Yorkies I've seen. A lot of vets have actually told me that he's a silky terrier, which is kind of like a family member of the Yorkie, but they're actually silkies. So he is technically a silky terrier. Okay, but you can't fall asleep in the middle of your introduction. What is happening to this old man? If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you guys are used to Cornelius. I mean, he was with me when I started my channel. I've had him for 8 years. He always used to sit on my desk, and he just doesn't like doing that anymore. He's like over it. This is his favorite thing to do these days. It's just like sleep. So I got him when I was 16, and I really wish I mean, I don't regret it obviously, but I would really recommend just going to the Humane Society and finding your dogs, because the Humane Society is full of like super nice dogs. Like, a lot of them are really nice. Sometimes you'll just be walking around and you won't notice, but you'll have a connection with one of the dogs, and it's nice. So before you go buy at a pet shop, I would recommend going to the Humane Society first. But I didn't really know anything about that, and unfortunately I bought Cornelius at a pet shop. It was actually funny because when I walked in and I was like, I'm looking for a Yorkie, and Cornelius was like sitting in a little play area with his brother, and I did not like Cornelius. I liked his brother, like physically. Like, when I walked into the pet store, I thought his brother was the cutest thing I had ever seen, and I kind of made my mind up. I was like, perfect, him, I want him right now. And when the guy took the dog out, like for me to play with him, or you know, just to kind of see his personality, the dog did nothing. He just sat there. He was like just sitting there, like no emotion. Like, he was happy, but he was just like sitting there. I was like, okay, can I see the other dog? And as soon as I put Cornelius on the floor, he was like, choom, 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 choom. He was running back and forth. He was jumping on me. He was licking my entire face. I was like, perfect, I'll take him. And I'm so glad I did. Like, every time I look at Cornelius, I'm like, I almost took your brother. Can you imagine? And we've been buddies ever since. Hello, it's not your turn. He actually was a super cute dog, okay? In his prime, when he was younger, he had the face of a stallion. Look how sleepy he is. And actually on my way home from picking up Cornelius, I was like, what should I name him? What should I name him? And then it just hit me. My favorite movie growing up when I was a child was Thumbelina. Okay, Cornelius is done. He's like, I'm done. My favorite movie growing up as a child was always Thumbelina. I loved Thumbelina. And the prince in the movie is Prince Cornelius. So on my ride home, it just hit me. I was like, oh, Cornelius, what a perfect name. So I had Cornelius for 6 years before we decided to have another dog, like me and Danny. I was like, you know what? Okay, I think it's time to give Cornelius a friend. You know, he's already 6. I think it's time he hangs out with someone. So we went down to the Humane Society when I was living in Mississippi. We got to like this little kennel, and it was Celine, which is so funny because it was Celine and her brother. And then there was a group of like 5 other dogs from a different breed. And there was this white dog that as soon as I got there, I was like, oh my God, look at this dog. He was so cute. He was like spotty and I loved him. I thought he was beautiful. And I gave the papers to like the woman at the Humane Society. No, you can't leave. You can't leave. I don't know when this happened, but anyway, she grabbed the papers and she's like, okay, I'll be with you in a second. I'll go put this in the system or whatever it is that they do. Then we went back to go see like the white dog to like hang out with him a little bit. And then I see Celine in a little corner getting humped by all of the boy dogs. Like all of the boy dogs just humping her, and she's just like in a corner looking so sad and like, please take me. So we ended up changing our minds and we took Celine. She just looked so sad. Like the white dog was having the time of his life with his buddies, and like Celine was just in a corner. Like scared shitless. And it's been love ever since. She was probably the cutest puppy I've ever seen in my entire life, okay? She was so fuzzy and delicious. A lot of people ask me all the time what breed she is, and I honestly have no freaking idea. The lady at the Humane Society said to me that she was a mix. Well, I mean, she's a mix, obviously. But the lady said that she was a mix between a German Shepherd, an Australian Shepherd, and then a Labrador. Like, what? I don't know how much of that is true or how much of that is false, but I don't know. She's not like German Shepherd size, you know what I mean? Like she's maybe an Australian Shepherd, I'm not sure. So we brought Celine into our lives, and it was an adjustment for Cornelius. I mean, he loved her right away because Cornelius loves dogs, but he was not prepared. So it was a little bit of an adjustment, and Celine is a little bit of a bully. Yes, little bully. Yes, you are. So she like roughs him up. But she loves him. She loves him. Cornelius and her are super competitive though. Like when we take them outside, they're the ones running after each other and chasing each other and like fighting over the ball. Like they are so competitive. But she's so sweet, and I actually wanted to name her Hazel. Like that was supposed to be her name. But Danny was like, you named Cornelius. Blah, blah, blah. So Danny named her, and he actually thought of the name because of the movie Underworld. He has an obsession with that movie with Kate Beckinsale, Underworld, and you know. It's a vampire movie. It's actually a great movie. I love it. But Kate Beckinsale's character, her name is Celine, the vampire. So that is what we named her from. Everybody asks me if we named her after Celine Dion. But no, although I love Celine Dion. Her name really is Savage. That is a nickname I have for her because that is exactly what she is. I actually have like, I don't know if you can tell in this video, but my lip is busted a little bit here and it's a little bit swollen. Yesterday, she was just doing something with her head and bah! Busted my lip. So she's my Mississippi girl. She is the best thing that I brought from Mississippi, and it just makes me so happy. This is like my souvenir from Mississippi. Celine's best friend in the entire world is actually Porter. She loves Cornelius, but Porter is the love of her life. Porter, come here. Come here, Porter. Porter does not listen to anybody, by the way. He does what he wants. Porter, come here. Come here. Come here. Jesus. Like not wanting to do anything today. What is wrong with you? So this is Porter. This is my greasy little Porter boy. And it was quite, what's wrong? Darling, wake up. So Porter unfortunately is not a rescue. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory of what happened. So Porter and Celine both came into our lives like a month apart. So we went from having 1 dog for many years to having 3 like all at once. Honestly, it was my fault. I take full responsibility. I should have known better, but my dad has a Yorkie named TB. TB is everything to my dad. She is so beautiful. And one day when Danny was on deployment, every time Danny would go on deployment, I would go back to Miami. We lived in Mississippi, like I said, but I would go back to Miami and then I would stay with my dad with Cornelius. Like I would stay there the full 6 months or 8 months or 9 months, however long Danny's deployment was. And TB is not fixed. And at the time, Cornelius wasn't either. They both should have been fixed at the time. I just never got around to doing it. But one day I'm just in my dad's house and I'm like listening to my iPod, and Cornelius and TB were like in another room, and all of a sudden I hear like weird things. Like I hear like just like weird noises coming from the other room, and when I run in there, they're like connected, and I was just like calming them down because they seemed to be really irritated, and I was just like, calm down, calm down. And then when they like disconnected, my dad was there and he was like, oh no, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I was like, what? And he's like, oh my gosh, she's pregnant, she's getting pregnant. I can't believe this, I can't believe this. I had no idea TB was on her period. I had no idea she was in heat. So a few months later, homeboy popped out. She actually gave birth to a couple of dogs. My mom kept his sister. I don't know, I kept one. And that is Porter. So Porter is Cornelius's love child. I would say Porter is the worst thing and the best thing that has ever happened to me. I have a different relationship with Porter than I do with Cornelius, than I do with Celine. I can't really explain it, but I've never had a dog love me the way that Porter loves me, and I've had dogs my entire life. He doesn't let me do anything without him. If I accidentally lock him out of the room or something, he is like sobbing on the other end of the door. He feels the need to be with me 24/7. Like that is his job, is to be with me. So we kind of have separation anxiety when we're not with each other. I don't favor my dogs. I don't favor one over the other. Like I love them all the same, but me and Porter have a different relationship. It's a weird bond. It's weird. I've never felt this way with any dog. It's weird. I came up with the name Porter. Danny loves to pretend that it was his idea, but it was 100% my idea. And it was inspired by Jack Porter from Revenge. Me and Danny, both of us, we were obsessed with Revenge when it was on TV. And my favorite character was Jack Porter. I love him so much. So that's where the name came from. Oh, a lot of people ask me about Celine, like why I call her Weenie. That is her nickname because, I don't know, since she was a puppy, she was like my Celine Weenie. My little Celine Weenie. So we just kept calling her Weenie. That's my weens. She actually really defends Porter. If Cornelius and Porter are fighting, which happens a lot, Cornelius doesn't really like Porter all that much. And every time Cornelius and Porter are fighting, Celine goes and like gets Cornelius like, hey, don't mess with him. The only bad thing about Celine is she sheds like a mother. Oh, and Celine and Porter are both 2 years old. Celine's birthday is May 21st. And Porter's birthday is August 21st, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I think I'm done with this video. I introduced my dogs to you guys and told you why I named them, what I named them, and how old they are. And is there really anything else to this tag? I don't know. I would get a cat. Cornelius loves cats, but hates cats. And Porter hates everyone. Danny and I are the only people who he lets touch him, who he lets go near him. Like he growls at everyone. Porter is not friendly whatsoever. Celine and Cornelius, they love people, they're friendly. Porter, I don't know what it is. And he actually doesn't go and try to bite people. He's just like in a corner growling and shaking, like terrified. I don't know how to fix that. Do you guys have any recommendations? Like, how do I fix that? Okay, I'm gonna finish. I'm done. This video was so dumb. I'm sorry. I've had a really anxious week. I don't know, it's just not my week, and I don't know. I just haven't been myself. I haven't been feeling myself in the past few days, but hopefully my videos will pick up and things will go back to normal. Please bear with me. I hope you don't hate this video, and I hope to see you guys on Wednesday. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. This video is kind of stupid. Hold on, I have to... Oh my god, wait. Stay. The heck was that? Yeah. You have to get off me now because I have to go turn the camera off, but like I don't want to wake you up. You want to go outside? You want to go outside? Let's go outside. Let's go outside. Oh my gosh, let's go outside. Oh my gosh.